Ira is wearing a very beautiful dress. She made it herself. There is an invisible zipper in the side seam. Have a look at it. There is also an inseam pocket here. This is what we want to show you today, how to make a pocket and an invisible zipper in the same seam. Ira and Natalie are going to show you how to do it. The technique is pretty complicated. When I'm saying that we show you the techniques which we create in my fashion house, I mean that we at least adjusted them in the way which is convenient for us. We prefer the fast and easy ways of work. We are willing to share our knowledge with you. The girls are going to show you what to do. Today we're going to show you the technique of making an inseam pocket and an invisible zipper in one seam. We are going to work with the mock-up. Imagine these are the front and the back. These are the two details of the pocket bag. This is the stripe of the interfacing material. Here is also a zipper. We can start working now. We're going to show you what to do very thoroughly. Be very attentive. First, we need to mark the pocket opening. It will be 16 centimeters wide. Do not forget to make the notches here. Next, we need to double the pocket opening with a stripe of interfacing material. It should be attached to the front. This piece of the interfacing material is 1.5 centimeters wide. It was cut on the lengthwise grain. It should be a bit longer than the pocket opening is, so that it covers the notches. We also need to steam the zipper in advance. We are making a mock-up, so the colors of the zipper and the fabric don't match. What is important is that we are showing you the needed techniques, so that you know what to do. Let's go to the sewing machine. We need to mark the wrong sides in the pocket details, and also in the front and the back. I remind you that we are making a mock-up. We can move the back aside. Natalie, sign the front detail, please. We move the back detail aside. We'll be working with the front and one of the details of the pocket bag. Pin the pocket bag detail to the front, face to face. The pocket bag should be a bit wider than the pocket opening is. Mark the notches on the wrong side for you to work more conveniently. Pin the pocket bag here. Next, we need to draw a frame. The width of the seam extension here is 1.5 centimeters, so the frame should be of that width as well. Have a look at what Natalie is doing. She is drawing a 1.5 centimeters wide frame. Next, we need to stitch the drawn detail. Make sure that the needle is inside the detail when you turn the angle. We've stitched the drawn frame. By doing this, we stitch the first detail of the pocket back to the front.
Перестрочили одну мешковину кармана к
This is
полочке.
how it looks like now.
Вот таким образом.
Next, we need to cut the extra pieces from the seams. Watch the way Natalie is working. After that, we need to make notches in the angles. Be very careful when doing it. Make sure that you don't cut the threads.
Нитки.
Next, we need to top stitch the seam. The width of the seam should be 1 millimeter.
На 0,1 от края.
Notice that we're stitching the seam from the pocket back side. This is very important.
По мешковине кармана.
Let's go to the ironing desk. We are ironing the seam, which we've just made.
Шов притачивания мешковины к полочке.
It's very important to iron the frame accurately.
Нашу рамочку.
After being ironed, it should be of the same shape as it was when being stitched.
Вот эта рамочка должна выложиться буквой «П».
These small details are the seam extensions which we are going to work with.
Это есть наш припуск на шов, с которым мы дальше будем работать.
Very nice. The seam is perfect.
Так и должна
Have a
выглядеть
close
наша
look here.
рамочка буквой «П».
The frame
То есть
looks
вот
exactly
это-
like it
это
was
наши
supposed to.
припуски на швы, с которыми
These
мы
are the seam
будем дальше
extensions.
работать. Одна
The first
сторона
detail of the pocket
кармана
back is
уже
ready.
готова. Теперь у нас мы видим
This is the right side of the pocket back.
мешковина кармана лицевой стороной. Здесь они
These details are attached to each other, wrong side to wrong
Теперь
side.
очень важно.
Next, we need to lay the
Смотрите, что мы
second detail
делаем.
of the pocket back
Лицевую
on the
сторону
first one,
мешковины
face to face.
накладываем на лицевую сторону мешковины полочки.
Pin the
Скалываем их
details
между
this way.
собой. Заранее,
All the
конечно, у
details
вас
should be
должно
made in
быть
advance.
все детали должны быть заготовлены
Notice that the
точно.
details of the pocket
Когда вы
back match
сейчас
perfectly.
накладываете мешковину на
This is
мешковину,
because we
и
cut
она
them
у вас
together.
совпадает. Теперь нужно обтачать нашу
Next, we
мешковину
need to stitch the
кармана.
two details of the
Это
pocket back
удобнее
together.
сделать со стороны полочки.
It will be more convenient to do it from the wrong
Потому что
side.
здесь нужно начать вот с этой точки,
The detail should be stitched from one angle
дойти
to the
до
other.
той стороны и
This is
закончить
where the
вот
seam
этой
should end.
точке. Вот где у нас начиналась и заканчивалась наша рамочка.
Be
Будьте
very attentive.
внимательны.
We're stitching the two
Соединяем
details
обе
of the
наши
pocket back to
мешковины.
each other. Stop stitching the pocket back right in the
У
angle.
нас закончилась рамочка.
Do not forget to fix the seams. Make a couple of stitches back and forth when you start and stop stitching. We can remove the pins now. The pocket is almost ready. This technique allows us working with the whole front detail. Next, we need to edge the pocket back and the future side seam with an overlocker.
И наши предполагаемые боковые швы. Идем на оверлок.
We need to iron the stitched edges for them not to be wavy. Do not forget about the pocket back. Iron all the stitch details. We need to iron these edges once again, together with the pocket opening. First, we need to mark the beginning and the end of the zipper. If we were making a regular side seam, we would have had to mark the beginning or the end of the zipper anyway. Next, we need to stitch those parts of the seam which will be free from the zipper. In our case, they are short. The width of the seam is 1.5 centimeters. I want you to understand that this is just a mock-up. If it was an actual garment, the details which we had to stitch would have been much longer.
Гораздо длиннее. То, что мы сейчас проложили строчку, она была бы гораздо длиннее.
As I've already said, we are making a mock-up. These are the stitch details.
Вот эти, вот этот и вот этот.
Imagine that this is a side seam.
Сейчас вот в этот.
Next, we're going to insert an invisible zipper here.
Потайную молнию.
To do that, first we need to press the seam open. It should be done in order for us to be able to insert the zipper in it. We can start taking the zipper now. We're going to show you how to do it. There's one thing I want to pay your attention to. We are making the mock-up. This fabric doesn't stretch. This is why we didn't have to double the seam with the interfacing material. What is also important is that in our case, the pocket back is made of the same fabric. If you make it of different fabric, which is thinner, you will have to double the detail. There's one more thing I want to pay your attention to. If you make a pocket back of different fabric, of different color for example, you will also need to attach an underlace piece here before inserting the zipper. When you stitch an underlay piece, you can continue working the way we show you. We're not going to do it now. Let's start taking the zipper. Be very attentive. We are showing you what to do very thoroughly. It should be unzipped first. Due to the fact that the width of the seam is 1.5 centimeters, it will be very convenient for us to tack the zipper. The beginning of the zipper should be attached right in the point where the seam ends. Pin the zipper first, and then tack it. Don't be lazy. It's very important to pin the zipper. Don't stretch or gather the zipper when pinning and taking it. We do not recommend taking the zipper right in the point where it will be stitched. It won't be convenient to remove the tagging in this case. We tack the first side of the zipper. Watch what Natalie is doing. She started closing the zipper to see how it will look like. This is the only way to pin the zipper accurately. Pin the second side of the zipper according to the first one. They should be even.
И сверху тоже
Make
следи,
sure
чтобы
that the edges are
эти
even at
точки
the
были
top as well.
одинаковые, на одинаковом расстоянии. Вот здесь
Have a look at the way the zipper is attached here. It's pinned right beside the pocket opening.
С нашим карманом.
We can start taking the second edge now.
Молнии. Молнию не
Notice that the
растягивали,
zipper
не
hasn't been
просачивали
stretched or
аккуратно.
gathered when being tacked.
Металли. Ее сейчас проверим.
We need to check if we did everything accurately. After that, we can start
Проверим
stitching.
молнию.
Very nice.
И наш
Here's the
кармашек.
pocket. We'll have a look at it once again when we finish stitching.
Хвостик
Move the
опускаем
puller at the zipper
максимально
down.
вниз. Язычок у молнии. Сейчас
First, we want to stitch the edges of the zipper to the seam.
края молнии к шву.
It should be done in cases when the garment isn't lined.
Изделие без
We're doing it for the zipper to be accurate and look good both on the right and the wrong sides.
Чтобы оно аккуратно все выглядело изнутри.
We need to stitch the second side next. We stitch the second edge of the zipper. Next, we need to change the foot. A regular foot should be changed for a special zipper one. It's very convenient to stitch the zippers with the use of such feet. By doing so, we get accurate, beautiful zippers. Have a close look at what we're doing. The zipper itself should get right in the hole. Be very attentive. It's very easy to make a straight, accurate seam stitching it with this foot.
Сама идет туда, куда нужно.
Do not forget to fix the seam at the end. Make a couple of stitches back and forth. We can start stitching the second edge next. Stitch it absolutely the same way. Have a close look at the way we place the foot. There's one very important moment. Stitch the both edges in the same direction. It should be done for the zipper to be accurate. Do not forget to fix the seam in the beginning. We've almost reached the pocket. Make sure that it doesn't get in the seam when being stitched. Hold it with the fingers the way Natalie does. Have a close look at the way Natalie is stitching the zipper at the pocket level. Down from the pocket, stitch the zipper the way you usually do.
До самого конца.
Be very accurate. Do not forget to fix the seam in the end. Next, we need to remove the taking and iron the seams.
И пойдем поутюжим.
We made all the details in advance. We knew for sure that they were accurate. Due to this fact, we stitched the zipper to the front as if there was no pocket in it. This is basically a regular side seam. Let's go to the ironing desk. We need to iron the both edges. Be very careful.
И разутюживаем.
We iron the seam with the invisible zipper and the pocket in it. Everything is perfect. If you do everything just like we showed you, you won't have any problems. We hope that you find our tutorials useful. I think that you've noticed that we try to show you more and more complicated techniques. First, we showed you how to make an inseam pocket. Sometime after that, one of the tailors came up with an idea of making an inseam pocket in the French seam. We showed you this technique as well. I know that the technique was pretty complicated. This is why we show you not one, but different techniques. We want you to be able to choose what you like better. The technique we showed you in these tutorials is not that complicated. The inseam pocket is perfect. Have a close look at it. Notice that the pocket is stitched right to the zipper. The girl showed you the technique for making this pocket very thoroughly. Now you know what to pay attention to. Next, I wanted to have a close look at the wrong side. It's perfect as well. We attached the zipper of a brighter color for you to see everything clearly. This is how the pocket looks like from the wrong side and from the right side. I think that many of you will make such pockets. Thank you, Ira. Thank you, Natalie. I am glad that the girls are willing to share their knowledge with you. I think that the technique is very useful. I made an inseam pocket on one side, and there was a zipper on the other side seam. There was no other way to attach a zipper in this dress. I knew that I had to make an inseam pocket here, even though there was a zipper in the side seam. It was not a regular wish. It was an urgent need for her to make an inseam pocket here. I think that I'm not the only one who is struggling with this urgent need. I really hope that you'll find these tutorials useful. As I always say, knowing all the needed sewing techniques is very important. This is what can help us be different and beautiful. That's all for today. We are Paukshte Irina, Ira and Natalie. Subscribe to my channel, write comments, share videos, press a like and the bell buttons. Thank you. Goodbye.